Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Hi.
Like, you can't do 3, 2,
Ross says 3, then it goes 2, then it goes 1.
1.
Why can't I do that?
That's how numbers work.
No, it's just the timing.
Okay, sorry, I'll do it
doesn't help us with the
again.
countdown.
16, 4, and 2.
Hi. See, we still got it because we are in
Bananas.
sync.
We are in sync.
In sync.
So,
Sorry.
in sync. Maybe me. I don't know what that thing
It's
is.
gonna be me.
It's gonna be me. TikTok. So yeah, welcome back to I Read It Online Somewhere, here every week to discuss what we have read online and answer your strange and wonderful questions you probably should have asked your science teachers at school. I'm Amy, and I didn't ask these questions either, but luckily for me, I'm joined by two science teachers, Andrew and Ross, who can help us answer them now.
No gap this time.
Hello.
Wasn't a gap last week either.
Yep.
Do you want to say hi?
Hello, my name is Ross.
Okay. Thanks for that, Ross. So we are on season 3, episode 15, I believe. 15. And this week we're all about a glitch in the Matrix. Matrix. I don't know when you've written Matrix 3 times, Andrew, if you want me to whisper.
I totally meant to talk to you about it beforehand, but it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Did I nail it?
Yeah.
Was it
Do you know what?
Matrix.
Yeah.
Matrix Reloaded, Matrix Revolutions.
Matrix.
Amy's not seen any of them, but knows it's the red pill.
What's the new one called?
Is it the red pill?
Matrix.
Just from the Zoom quizzes.
Matrix geriatrics
Because
or
they're
something. It's not. It's all right. It's not the worst film I've ever seen. It's better than number 3. I'll say that. It's better than number 3.
It's really annoying me. I can't remember the name of it.
Google it.
It begins with an R. Matrix
Reflections.
Revolution.
Returnings.
No.
Matrix Robert.
Resurrection.
I mean,
of course, because they're
could have
coming
guessed
back.
that. Could have guessed that.
They're coming back.
Could have guessed
Matrix
that.
Resurrections.
Spoiler.
Right, just cut that in so I sound really good. Matrix Resurrections.
Please don't leave any of that in. Just, in fact, increase his pause time. So just like.
If anyone's listening, I was really quick.
He's just like a kinda from last week. So yeah, Andrew, take us away. What's the glitch in the Matrix?
So, this has been making the rounds on TikTok this week, and also in
Not like you.
real news stories too. So I actually went and found a real article that talks about it. And they talked about this glitch in the Matrix. So it's kind of weird. Like, you've probably seen this happen before, and it's that usual thing of like, oh, someone suddenly posted about it, and now it's like the biggest thing since sliced bread. But tiger bread, that is. Callback.
Callback last week.
So basically, there's about a plane in the sky that is flying through the sky, and it has one of those like banners on it in the background. Like, I don't know, it's somewhere in America. They're selling something, but basically, there's a bit, and what's got people absolutely shook and think that there's a air quotes glitch in the Matrix, is that the plane stops midair, so it's still flying forward.
Oh.
But it's not moving forward, so it stays exactly where it is. The sort of tail end and the poster thing that it's carrying, the ticker tape type thing, is also staying still. So it's continually moving forward. It's continually flying, but it is not moving any further forward. So people are like
and
wandering
it's not dropping.
around. And it's not dropping. It's like staying in exactly the same place. It is really cool. But it is just a strange phenomenon, and I wondered. So I'll show you it really quickly.
I bet you it's a physics effect, like this is the Doppler effect.
Wasn't it just the speed of the wind matching the speed of the plane?
Yeah, that's what I would have guessed.
Oh, good. Oh, I'm glad, because I was going to ask you, what do you think it is? But Ross got in there
I would have
first.
just guessed. That's literally what, like, I mean, that's only an explanation, isn't it?
Here's the video.
Can I just see a reflection of the screen? But oh yeah.
Yes, the plane is just like hovering still.
Yeah.
Banner's still fluttering.
So it's kind of cool, but it is because of that. It's because of the wind speed in the opposite direction to the one that the plane's doing. They just match each other. So it's just staying exactly where it is.
Surely it would run out of fuel.
I think if it was there,
will do eventually.
For a long period of time. But in the space that this is going through, nah, not so much.
He's getting his advertisement out, so he's probably pretty happy staying there, like in prime position.
Yeah.
Something's probably never been advertised as well.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, the thing is, so sometimes you can see this. So it does happen with other animals too. So there are birds that it can happen with. Also, if you're driving in a car, and hopefully you're the passenger when you're doing this, but if there is a plane flying over you and towards you, and you're going the opposite direction, it can do the same thing. If your speeds, like observation speed, matches sort of the way that you're going, it can look as if the plane is staying still, but actually it is moving. But yeah, it's kind of a quick one, but I actually thought that was quite an interesting thing. And if you've got if you've got any evidence of that, please do send it to us. Drop us a DM at iRedditOS on social media. So yeah,
nice. That was a good. That was a very cheeky one.
Very cheeky one there.
I liked it. Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna now just be staring at planes, being like, "Are you moving? Are you not moving?" That would actually be. Yeah. It must feel very weird as a pilot or a passenger to be in that plane. Or would you feel it? Would you feel like you're kind of not moving?
No, I don't think. I think you'd feel like you were moving properly. Though
Yeah.
you wouldn't see the ground moving.
I imagine it like running it. You know when you're trying to run in water. That's
or a treadmill. It's like a treadmill.
I suppose actually, what would
or
happen?
a treadmill would probably be a better.
You know when you run in water or you swim in a treadmill. I've actually swum in one of the it's an endless pool where it's like
a pool that pushes water towards you.
Yeah, so you have to swim at the right pace, otherwise you get pushed back into it. Yeah, so I swam in one of them. It's like a treadmill for swimming.
Like a swimming treadmill.
It was fun. Yeah.
Oh, they're cool.
They are cool.
Is that not what they use for making waves and stuff for like for surfers and stuff? Is it the same idea?
I don't think so. The one I was on was specifically for like swimmers. So I know like there was a few swimmers during COVID, like the top swimmers got these like pools put in their houses, so they could do their swimming training like at home.
Oh, because you basically just need like a jacuzzi kind of thing.
Yeah, well, it's about the size of a room. You obviously need to put it outside, but it's about the size of a room, and then you just dive in and you have to just match the speed it's going at. So if you start swimming slower, you get sort of pushed to the back and like smashed against, not smashed, pressed against the back wall.
It's like some sort of
you need to, yeah. So you can imagine something behind you, like a chainsaw or something behind you. So you need to keep going before you get crushed by it.
Huh.
Yeah. I'd imagine that would feel similar to the plane flying up in the sky.
Huh. Oh, that's cool.
Cheeky. Okay, thanks, Ross.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
And Andrew. Now quiz me. Let's get quizzical.
Let's get quizzical. Quizzical.
Oh, there's the new.
Quizzical.
That was my quiz. That was my quiz name for a lot of quizzes in lockdown.
Let's get quizzical.
Amy's science test. Okay, question number 1. Why does nothing have colour in the dark?
That is. And guess what? I was literally
you
just
got
about to
your
say
eyes
my
closed.
eyes are closed and I can feel like I can see light. I can tell that there's light in front of me. Why does what? What was that question?
Why are there no colours in the dark?
Because the lights are off.
Yeah.
We can't see. We can't absorb. Oh, something to do with absorption. That's
Okay, right. Talk me through.
So, what is it?
Why do things have colours?
Oh, so when there's darkness, your pupils dilate to try and get in more light. Is that right? I'm obviously just not answering the question. I'm just trying to sound
doing
like
your usual. Let's make my own question and answer that.
Something to do with absorption, or are you thinking more absorption like?
Why do you still have your eyes closed? Open your eyes.
Because I don't want to see the other questions.
Like they're gone.
Oh, sorry.
I can do that.
Well, I had my eyes closed. I didn't know.
I thought you were just
listen. I'm going to.
What is darkness? I must close my eyes.
In fairness, I'm going to.
Well, now I know what darkness is.
Method acting. So white absorbs all the colours, hence the spectrum, and dark. No, sorry, is that the other way around? Dark absorbs the sun. White is all the colours.
Yes.
So something to do with that. I've forgotten the question.
Why are there no colours in the dark?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, something to do with that. Spectrums. Refraction, reflection.
You were doing better before.
I don't know.
Go back to your white has all the colours.
White has all the colours.
So if there's no white...
There is no colours.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you look at something that's red, it's absorbing everything but red. It's reflecting the red. So anything that you can see is from light reflecting off something, and then you're seeing it.
That's quite mental.
Well, no, you can probably actually see a light source. I don't know. I'm just looking at the lamp outside now. Yeah, I suppose you can see that. So it's either coming directly from the source or it's reflecting off, and that's how you see it. So if there's no light, then there's nothing to reflect, therefore you don't see anything.
That's crazy. Cool. I'll basically half a point, I think, because I gave you a lot of extra facts about the sun and eye dilation.
The sun absorbs black. Help.
Eye dilation.
Right, close your eyes again.
Okay, my eyes are closed.
The next 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Oh, another. Okay, keep your eyes closed. Why do animals have? Sorry, let's try that again. Why do animal eyes have no visible whites, but humans do?
Is that right?
Or a cat? Yeah, a cat doesn't have white.
Cat features a lot on this podcast. I'm trying to think about a dog that I know.
So I
and
can,
a hamster.
I can chip in at this little wee bit.
Okay,
just,
on
just
you go.
No, I don't mean that, but I mean like so not. It's mostly. It's not all animals. So dogs do have visible whites of their eye. You can see them, sometimes, but sometimes you can't.
What's the white bit called? The white bit.
The sclera.
Oh, cheeky! I like that word.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Gaelic word for a type of ceilidh dance.
I was thinking it sounds
We're
like
all gonna grab your partners. We're all gonna do the scarala.
I thought it sounded like a makeup brand.
Yeah, or a makeup brand. Okay. I reckon. Okay, this is wild from me. I reckon it's an evolutionary thing because that's most of the answers to biology questions.
Oh.
Or plants. Chlorophyll. I reckon it's an evolutionary thing because animals, like if you think about cats, they're kind of out and about in the wild a lot. A lot of like people can attack them, and they need to, and they tend to have better eyesight. So maybe they need to, I don't know, have bigger eyes, bigger black bits of the eyes, and to see more.
Can I have a guess before you go, Andrew? Because I don't know the answer. This is just a guess.
Yeah.
Most animals are like looking where they're looking, like a horse looks out to the side, and that's where its eyes look. Whereas we move our eyes around a bit. So, and we're only actually using a little bit of our eyeball to actually see stuff. So the rest of it.
So you think it's to give us like flexibility?
Yeah, I don't know why it's white.
Or agility.
But we've got basically a bit of our eyeball we're not using because we move our eyeballs around so much, whereas other animals don't. Is my guess.
Or is it so that we have real tears?
Oh, okay. So
doesn't explain why it's white. Yeah, I don't know. Right.
Okay. So I actually, so sorry, Ross. Amy gets the points here. Now,
for anyone that can't see, I just put up a middle finger.
Gets some of the points. So you were on the right track. It is an evolutionary process, and it's because. So have you ever heard the term of like you could see the whites of their eye?
When they're scared.
Yeah.
When you're close.
So well.
Oh, is that
so when you're you were close enough, or they were scared enough that you could see the whites of their eye. Is because because of where the white bits are. That's the sclera. But as an animal hunting, you don't want to see those bits because they can pinpoint where you are. So
that makes sense.
Animals have a sclera. So they have that white bit-ish, except that on most animals, it's not white. It's got pigment in it. So it's the same color as the iris, which is the colored part of your eye. So
very good.
Therefore, they can sort of see, therefore, it's less likely to be seen. But I just thought that was really interesting. Like, I thought that I think that's such a cool...
That's probably my favorite answer.
About animals.
The eyeball.
Yeah. And it is really cool. And like eyes are just cool. The different shapes of eyes determine different.
It's not something
things.
like octopus have a very similar eye to us, so they've got like a white bit and like a.
It's actually called sclera.
Oh, well,
so we don't call it the white bit on this podcast.
Yeah. We don't know.
Is
that what octopus call them?
Oh, she's got
octopi, Ross. Octopi.
So
Wow, is this what it feels like to be you?
Like,
is this what it feels like to you, smug?
The eye of the octopus is
Yes.
is able to see exactly what we can see, so they can see the same level of detail as a normal visioned person. But then you've got other.
They can also open a jar from the inside, which is crazy.
Oh.
I need to Google that.
Oh, they got suckers, haven't they? So they can twist it. But yeah, so that's so the different types of eyes, like the shapes of eyes and all that sort of stuff. Why cat's eyes are the way they are, why sheep's eyes are the way they are. Fascinating. So if you're into your eyes and you can stand to look at eyes, go research it because it is really interesting. But yeah, there you are.
Nice, thank you. Like that. Was that my last question?
Nope.
It's weird that the eyes reflect so much, like in the dark. Then, you know, when, like if you see cat's eyes, like at night, you just see like the two pinpricks.
Ross, I'll go over this with you after. I think you're a bit confused about the whole eyes. I'll get Spotlight Science 7 out.
Well, it's just weird that they've evolved like the iris to do that, but not like the back of their the retina's reflecting light.
Oh, he's trying to chuck in the I words now. Listen to him.
Can I just say I have actually got a Spotlight 7 book and it does actually cover the eyes.
Well, I know. That's why I'll go over it with him.
I know. That was amazing. I was like,
Let's do your last question.
Last question. I'm going to close my eyes again in case it's an eye one.
Sorry.
I spy. I don't spy because my eyes are closed.
Right, last question. Mm-hmm. Do spiders have brains?
Everything's got a brain, so yeah.
Does everything have?
Well, every living organism has got a brain.
Carefully.
Really?
Well, you know what I mean. Careful. Or a nucleus. Is that not like the brain of a cell? That's the brain of a cell. Animal? What? A kidney?
I don't know. It's an animal.
What is it, Ross?
Well,
eyes.
Living organism includes like fungus and
do you know what I mean? Things,
bacteria.
Yeah, things that have got eyes.
Things that have
Wait,
eyes.
what was the question? Why do spiders have brains? Yeah, because they need to like make webs and stuff. You can't just bang out a web willy-nilly. You need to have a brain to do that. I couldn't do that.
So,
but wait, is that true? Is that where silk comes from? Spiders.
It's not spiders, is it? It's a worm.
So
silk. Oh, so, like do you mean silk?
Worm.
Do you mean?
Is it true though? Silkworm.
Silkworms. I don't.
But they're a real thing. They're not made up.
Yeah, they're a real thing.
I don't know, but you know, like my silk pillowcase, is that made by a worm?
Yeah, I think so.
How's that made? Like, where did they get silk from? Well, where's silk from?
Well, do you know what you can do now?
Why did I think it's from spiders' webs?
What we were talking about last week, the xenomorph stuff. Is that moving an organ?
What?
I don't know. Basically, you can put proteins into goats, which make them produce.
Spider goats! I love spider goats. Spider goats are my favorite thing. Actually, Amy, you are perfectly correct. So, a protein fiber of silk is composed mainly of fibrin, and is produced by certain insect larvae to form cocoons. Best known silk is obtained from cocoons of the larvae of the mulberry silkworm, Bombyx mori, reared in captivity.
But a spider isn't an insect.
No,
an arachnid.
but you wouldn't use spider silk to make
That is
silk.
so clever, this episode.
Wow,
honestly, I've been on Spotlight 7, Spotlight Science 7.
Can I get Amy back? Who's this?
No, sorry, what was my question?
Your question
spiders
is,
have got brains
do spiders
because they
have
bang out
brains?
webs.
Yes. Okay, so I suppose, do spiders have brains similar to ours? That's the...
Okay, so that wasn't actually the question. Okay.
I know that wasn't actually the question.
I mean, in what sense?
It's a follow-up question. No. Like shape and structure. Shape and like...
Oh, shape and structure?
Yeah, so like do
they do all your brain parts? Do they have a cerebellum and the hippocampus?
Hypothalamus. I was going to do hypothalamus, cerebellum, cerebrum, pituitary glands. Oh, what else is in a brain? Just kind of remember.
So you know
where's your song? You told us you had a song.
No, I don't have a song. I've got a song to remember all the Old Testaments in the Bible. No, it's not a song.
No, you don't. Amy said, I can name all the Old Testament bits. And then she named like 10. And there's like 56.
Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus and Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, Samuel, Kings, Chronicles and Chronicles, Esther something, Ruth, John, Proverbs. What's that? 14? 14. But then it turns out there's like 30 or 40. I basically learned it. Anyway, sorry. What was brains? Lost it.
Spiders have brains similar to
spider brains. I think spiders have got better brains than, like in terms of structure. I just think because someone asked us, it's a very niche question, so there must be a rumor about it, or as Ross likes to say, an urban myth. So I'll just say they do have a similar structure.
Okay. Well, so I can confirm that spiders do definitely have brains, but they are not the same structure as a human brain. They're actually quite simple they're quite a simple structured brain for what the spider has to do. So
yeah, like could you make a web like that? I couldn't.
Heck no.
Genuinely, I couldn't even draw one.
No, I couldn't do that. But they
and
also
it's sticky.
they're also able to. So spiders are like absolutely fascinating, but they essentially what they have is they have a central nervous system, so a bit like your spinal cord, right?
Oh yeah.
And it's like a very simple what we call ganglia, or like a nerve bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it connects to other nerves and muscles around the body. But because they don't really have muscles as such, so if you didn't know, spiders' legs move by pressure changes. So there's not really any muscles in there, it's pressure change.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why when a spider dies, its legs all curl up because there's lower pressure, or there's something to do with pressure. But because they're able to learn complex tasks like building webs, attacking prey, jumping, so you've got that Chilean spider that can jump, they have also exhibited learning behavior, so they can learn. So if something hasn't worked, then they scrap that idea and they'll do something else to see if they can catch prey. Which is fast. Like spiders are incredible, but whether or not they have a brain like ours, unfortunately they don't. If you happen to be on the World Wide Web, spiders, then feel free to make contact with us at iRedditOS@gmail.com. Find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok at iRedditOS. Please feel free to tell others about our podcast and leave us a review. We love seeing feedback from everybody, so thank you very much for those of us who have done it. If you are able to join our special group so you don't get some adverts, please feel free on our Acast website. You can also buy a coffee for us, and you can buy some merch, which we always love to see out and about. And we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Loads of bats around.